Challenges show up to shape you. The version of yourself who is going to live your dream life is built from the moments that you want to quit, the challenges that you had to face, and the fears that you had to overcome. So let's be real. Challenges can make you question everything, your confidence, your progress, and even whether or not you're ready for this dream life. If it's cut out for you, if it's meant for you. Trust me, we've all been there. I just went through a slump. But these are the moments when you need to stop and think, what is this doing for us? Why is it trying to stop us? And what is it going to do to benefit me in the future? So today I want to talk about how you're going to move through the challenges, the obstacles, the fears without losing who you truly are. And how you're going to keep believing in yourself, you're going to keep showing up for your goals, and you're going to take it one step at a time to become someone who is not only the most confident self, but you're going to be unstoppable, you're going to step into your power, and you're going to feel unshakable. You are going to feel like you can accomplish anything and everything that comes your way. So welcome back to Balanceful Blooming. My name is Bridget. I'm 27 years old. I'm a wife, a stepmom. I work a full 9 to 5 while balancing my passions and pursuing my purpose while blooming into my best self and becoming the person of my dreams. And every single day I show up to inspire you, support you, and hold you accountable as much as possible in this community as we believe in ourselves, build the life of our dreams, balance our crazy day-to-day life, and bloom consistently to become your best self. I am on my journey, you're on yours, and we can go through this together. Going through challenges, we are going to talk about how challenges shape you and strengthen you. We're going to talk about having a problem-solving mindset and not just panic when things get hard. And then we're going to talk about really asking for the support. This is where I struggle, and I want to dive deep into not feeling like you are incapable without that support. And then we're going to talk about how every single thing that happens and is hardship is actually going to be a lesson for you to learn along the journey on your path. And then let's step into that power of being unstoppable, being someone who is able to be thrown anything and not be shaken one step at a time. So diving right in, the challenges strengthen you. They really shape who you are going to be because you're believing in yourself and you're building this confidence about trusting your ability to not only figure it out, but you're going to trust that you have the capabilities to overcome it and become this next level person. Even when it's the most uncomfortable thing or it's a fear, every challenge is just a stepping stone for you to build this person you want to become. You get to mark it off as I can do that. It's evidence that you have the power. It's the evidence that you have the strength and that you have the growth mechanisms to fight through the hard times. Nothing strong is built in your comfort zone. You need to grow through the uncomfortableness of stepping out of your comfort zone, feeling that friction of fear and guilt and I'm not good enough, and you're pushing yourself one step at a time. And you need to remind yourself that self-belief is just the foundation of your dream life. When you're believing in your capabilities, in what you want, in the things that you want to achieve, all of these things are things that you need to believe in and remind yourself that I'm facing this because I'm capable of handling it. What's happening for me? What's happening to me? What is happening to make me a better person? No longer why is this happening to me and why is it happening for me is so important to level up. What is this doing to help me get to next level? Why am I doing this? And what is it setting a foundation for me to overcome so I can become this person? You're never going to be faced with something that you can't overcome, or it's going to pivot you into learning something new. And this is where we need to have that problem-solving mindset. You don't overcome it by just waiting for things to change. You overcome it with the everyday little actions of trying to figure it out. We are not going to be faced with a challenge and panic, freak out, and think, okay, this is it, I quit. I have that mindset sometimes, but I am working towards having that problem-solving mindset where I am going to focus on the solutions and not spiral into, why is this happening? What does this mean? What does that have to do with anything? It's really about, what can I do today that is one small action to overcome this obstacle, to overcome this fear, or step out into this next level person. And breaking it down into manageable steps that break that overwhelm and that panic down into smaller portions. Your dream life is created by the ordinary days, the hard days, the days when it's fun, the days that it is. All of that is built together. You are building from that foundation of the beliefs and capabilities to one building block at a time, one day at a time, one brick of you showing up, adjusting, fixing it, overcoming, being 1% better, showing up, having a struggling day, have a great day, have a fun day. Your wall is building even at 1% a day. The momentum is built. And as you plan your days to have success and be like, okay, this is what's in front of me. What can I do that's going to help me achieve? What is going to help me show up as this person? What is one small action that I can go towards solving my problems, my fears, my challenges? Or you're just at a point where you're about to level up and you just need a little bit more help. What can you do today? Well, I'm going to challenge you to really step out and ask for support. There's no need to be guilty. There's no need to fear what is around you. Being strong does not mean you have to do it alone. And that's why I created this community, because for years I was not achieving anything because I was not feeling aligned. I was not setting boundaries. I was not really leaning into my growth. And I had to see that other people are also struggling, that not everything on social media is how it is, and that when you have real connections and conversations with people, you're going to realize that you're allowed to rest without quitting on yourself. You're allowed to ask for help when you're feeling weak, and you're allowed to protect your energy and take a step back so that when you're ready, you can be consistent again. Balance is a long-term journey for who you're becoming. It's about the sustainability, about the support, about the growth, but you don't need to burn out to level up. You need systems, support, and space to reanalyze, readjust, and restart from where you're at today. Support does not make you dependent, weak. There's no need to feel guilty. We all have different aspects of our lives that we master in, that we have learned. And there's lessons that some people who are your support, accountability, and your soundboard are going to know more than you. And that's okay. They've gone through it. Maybe not the way you have, but they can support you every step of the way from what they've learned, what they know, and how they can help you. So I really challenge you to either join this community, be part, ask in my DMs on Instagram, figure out how I can help you, see where I can hold you accountable, where we can have this connection and bond, or find someone who's already achieved what you want to achieve, maybe not in the way that you have, and let them support, inspire, and hold you accountable and help you for your long-term success. It is not about running a race. It's about going through the marathon and going through it one step at a time. No marathon runner went from running 1 mile to running 32 miles. They started with a 5K. Then they started with a half marathon. Then they went to the marathon. And none of that happened overnight. They had to start with running 500 feet, running a mile, running 2.5 miles, running the 5 mile, whatever it is, take it one step at a time. Take that first step with getting help, overcoming, and understanding that you have what it takes. But every challenge comes with a lesson. And let's learn from those lessons. Every challenge leaves behind something, either wisdom, clarity, resilience, but you have to choose to look for it, understand it, and know that it's teaching you something. Growth doesn't just happen all at once. It happens in those daily blocks, and the progress is often invisible until you look back. A lot of the times we feel like we aren't making progress. We feel like we haven't learned anything. We haven't seen how much we've overcome and bloomed already in our journey. But we really need to take a step back to last month, last quarter, or even last year and see the growth and progress that we've made. Because it's important that you see the growth so that you know that perseverance is what beat perfection every single time. Your story has not been easy. Your story is going to be unique to you. What challenges did you have to face? What fears did you have to overcome? And how are you blooming 1% at a time by choosing those intentional actions, even when it's taking time, even when it feels hard, and even when nobody sees it, you're showing up and learning behind the scenes that what is this teaching me that is going to reflect on who I'm becoming, my future self, my best self. What do I need to do today to show up and learn from this, get clarity, understand what is wrong for me, what is right for me, and how can I keep going no matter what this is teaching me. And overall, the goal isn't to have the perfect life. It's to become someone who can handle life and feel fulfilled with confidence, clarity, and peace. You stop being derailed by the setbacks when you understand that every setback is a lesson. You trust yourself through the uncertainty because you have the belief and the confidence that you can figure it out. You level up one goal at a time, one habit at a time, and one decision at a time when you find the balance of what am I going to do today? How is that going to build me? What am I going to bloom into? How is this 1%? And how is this dream life built? Not overnight, but you will become throughout the journey. I am the kind of person who wants to adapt, evolve, and keep going no matter what is thrown my way. And I really challenge you to not only understand the challenges that you've set, maybe comment one of them, let me know what you are doing that is pushing you out of your comfort zone and that you need to know that you have the ability to figure it out even when it's most uncomfortable. Let me know how you've solved a problem and that you haven't focused on all of the what ifs or why is this happening, and you're focusing on what can I do today to show up for my best self. How have you changed your mindset? What are you doing to not panic and really go into problem solving? And how can I help you with support and inspiration and accountability? Because know that you're not alone and that it's going to be a whirlwind. It's life. It's not meant to be easy. It's meant to be lived. But the support that you get does not make you weak. It does not undermine your thought process. It doesn't undermine who you are. You are becoming this person with the confidence, with your protected energy, with the ability to ask for help and understand that this is a long-term success and it's not just going to happen overnight, but that you need to learn from every lesson and look back at what you've already accomplished and see how you have grown, the knowledge you have, the skills you have, and the clarity you have, because you are becoming your most confident self. You are feeling fulfilled and you get to show up as this person every time that you overcome a challenge, one step at a time. So whatever you're facing right now, don't quit. Choose one intentional action to build that confidence, to build that step forward, and choose to surround yourself with people who are gonna uplift you, help you level up, and become this next level person. Challenges are just one step of the journey, but I want to remind you that these hard seasons are what's going to build your life. And if you can't let the challenges just kind of roll off and build you from the inside out, the vision that you want will never be achieved. But I know that there's a version of you that is ready to live your dream life. And then there are going to be moments that are hard, but those are the people that are ready to become unshakable and level up in the hardest seasons and let life build them one day at a time. So I'm asking you, have you gone through a hard season? What challenges have you overcome? What can I do to support you as you're building your best life? And understand that I go through hard seasons. I just went through one. I've been going through this for 3 years. And it does not matter if you're on day 1 or day 1000. We're all going through it. Nobody is an expert. We're learning day by day. And if you keep believing in yourself, you keep building your days for success, you can find balance in who you are today with who you want to become, as long as you bloom one day at a time. And I cannot wait to see how we go through this journey together. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.